Andrew, your insurance guy here with Florida Health Advisors. Now, I know open enrollment's coming to a close, and I know everyone's scrambling, trying to figure out what they need, what works best, and gives them everything they need in the budget they're looking for. Now, I'm here to kind of dumb it down for you to make it a little bit more comparable and understandable for what you're looking at. Now, I always get questions on, Andrew, what's a deductible? What's a coinsurance? Out-of-pocket max, copay? How does it all work? I don't understand. So I'm here to explain everything and walk you through step by step on how it all works. Now, this is the basic breakdown of a plan's benefits outside of your guaranteed issued. So your deductible is typically what you have to meet before your insurance kicks in with your coinsurance. Your copay is pretty much what you have to pay to just get yourself inside the door. And your out-of-pocket max is the most you'll ever come out of pocket. So to kind of break this down for you, to give you the easiest way of looking about it, I'll kind of give you examples and we'll walk through step by step on how it works. So let's say you have a United Healthcare plan. Your deductible is $2,500. Your copay is $25 for a doctor visit. Let's say $1,000 for ER, and then your generic drug copay is $25, which is typically really high for that. Usually you're not going to see that high, but just to give it an example. And then you have your coinsurance. Now your coinsurance has a lot of different levels. You'll have 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, and for your catastrophic plans, it'll be 100%. Okay, so when you're looking at this, this is what the insurance covers, this is what you cover. Then you have your out-of-pocket max. And let's say that's $8,000, which is on average, unfortunately, typical when you have your Obamacare plans. So, Andrew, what does this all mean? I see a bunch of numbers and I'm not good at math. Okay, so let me give you an example on how all this works. So, let's say you have your coinsurance at 80-20, and you go to the ER, and that ER visit is going to be $10,000. Okay, so what does that mean for me? So typically your ER copay is what you have to pay before anything goes to the deductible. So just to get into the door at that emergency room, you're already coming out of pocket $1,000, which does not go towards your deductible. So copays and typically your generic drugs do not add to your deductible. Some plans, the generic drugs will go towards that, but most of the time they don't. So again, you're gonna have to spend $1,000 out of your pocket just to get into those sliding doors. So once you get there, you rack up a $10,000 claim. Let's say it's for x-rays, bottled water, Band-Aids, that lollipop they give you, because we all know emergency rooms and hospitals charge for everything. So Andrew, what does that mean for my total? What do I come out of pocket? So we already did $1,000. Put that down there. Now, you first have to then come out of pocket $2,500 because that's your deductible. This is what you have to meet before you get your coinsurance of the 80-20. So let's tag on another $2,500 here. So you're already at $3,500 out of pocket. And again, This does not go to your deductible, does not go to your out-of-pocket max. So remember that. You got to be careful. This is why when you look at your co-insurances, you either want it to be as low as possible or zero. Now, since you hit your deductible of $2,500, you then have to come out of pocket an additional $5,500 before you hit this. Now, a lot of people get confused and think you have to come out of $2,500 for your deductible and an additional $8,000 for your out-of-pocket max. That's not how that works. You hit this, and then the difference between your out-of-pocket max and deductible is what you have to come out additionally until you hit that total $8,000. I know it can get really confusing. A lot of people think that's nuts. I gotta come out of pocket $10,500. That's not how it works. Total is $8,000. Now, since you had already hit your deductible, $2,500, that leaves you with $5,500. Okay? So, your total bill after the $2,500 is $7,500. So let's not get confused between the two. So you only have to come out of pocket a total of $8,000, which is more than that. But how it works is, since you already hit your deductible, you get your 80/20 coinsurance. So that $7,500, they will pay 80% of that bill. You pay 20% of that bill until you hit that total out-of-pocket max of $8,000. So they'll do 80%. So multiply this, 0.8. Sorry, I'm not a math whiz here. So that's 49, 4, 8. So they'll pay $5,800 of that $7,500, which would leave you a grand total of $1,700 left, which you come out of pocket. So for that $10,000, you're coming out of pocket $5,200. Now I know there's a whole lot on this board, so kind of erase it. So out of this total nonsense, you came out of pocket $5,200 grand total, okay? Which is including your $1,000 copay for the emergency room. So, to figure out how much you have left until you hit that, until you're covered 100% no matter what, easy. Just take out $1,000, which leaves you $4,200. So you have to come out of pocket an additional $3,800 to hit your total out-of-pocket max of $8,000. Now, a lot of people are thinking, okay, I got to start the whole deductible co-insurance thing all over again. No, you don't. So since you have only $3,800 left until you meet that deductible, the magic number is $3,800. So let's say you had to go to physical therapy for whatever the reason that you went to the emergency room. And that's an extra, let's say, $4,000. Okay, so you got another $4,000 EOB in the mail. Now, an EOB is an explanation of benefits. That's another video. That pretty much just shows you what the doctor charged, your network benefits, which I explained in the last video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and look at that. And you don't have to worry about that. So you get another bill of $4,000. So again, they're going to pay their 80% that they give you, which is their portion of the coinsurance. So they're going to go ahead and go 80, 0, 0, 0. Oops. 32. So they'll pay $3,200. Okay? You're going to be responsible for $800. Sorry for the math. I haven't been in basic math in a long time. So you pay $800 out of that $4,000, which goes back to here, which brings your total out of pocket to $4,600. So you only pay 20% of every claim you get after hitting that deductible until you come out a total of $8,000. That's how co-insurance, deductible, out-of-pocket max worth. So to keep it in layman's terms, to make it the easiest way possible, no matter what your claims are throughout the year, you will never come out of pocket more than your out-of-pocket max outside of your copays. Since your copays, unfortunately, don't go towards your out-of-pocket max, that is how all this works. So if you had a million, 100,000, surgery, chemo, whatever the case may be, you'll never pay more in a year than that $8,000. Now, God forbid, if you had surgery and you had it in December and your policy is calendar year instead of policy year, which means it's from January 1st to the end of December, and then it starts all the way back over again to where if you have a policy year plan, it goes from whenever you started it all around. So God forbid if you had a $30,000 surgery or whatever the case may be, and you hit the out-of-pocket max, and you gotta go do physical therapy and all that stuff, and it carries over until the new year, you then have to kick in that deductible and out-of-pocket max all over again. So the key to your insurance is to find the lowest deductible and the lowest out-of-pocket max available, which typically is going to be on the private market, but that's going to be a topic for another video. So I hope this kind of helped you understand and grasp the concept of how co-insurance, deductible, and out-of-pocket max works. Again, click that subscribe button, click that bell. I have videos coming out at least once or twice a week, kind of fully diving into the insurance to make it as less stressful as possible for you. If you have questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment or check out the website, which is floorandhealthadvisors.com. I'll be more than happy to help address any personal questions you have. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.